This is Danny Flexen here for SecondsOut. Delighted to be joined by my old friend and Hall of Fame promoter, Frank Warren, here with a certain dress sense that we're not used to seeing. Why have you got the mask on, Frank? Tell the viewers.
I've got a stinking cold and my voice is gone, and I don't want to give the fighters my germs.
Well, that's commendable, especially days away from the biggest fight of the year. You don't want it to fall apart around.
At least sod's law, wouldn't it? You know?
Why is the fight falling apart? Nothing to do with Dillian Whyte. Frank Warren's giving everyone a gold. Dillian Whyte's not here today, but he will be at the press conference tomorrow. What was the key factor that caused him to start participating? What changed?
Well, we've had some conversations. At the end of the day, he has a contract and he's got to deliver on the terms of the contract. But we had quite productive talks over the last week, and we are where we are now. So I'm pleased. I don't want confrontation with Dillian Whyte about press conferences. I just want to get on with the show and do what we're doing. We're paying him a lot of money, and as a result of that, we need him to participate. So thankfully now that's all resolved.
Did you have to concede anything to get him over the line?
It wasn't about conceding. It was about everybody using common sense. I mean, you've been around this business a long time. It is what it is. You're involved in a fight and you have to help promote it. That's how you get paid.
And since then, he has been promoting it quite frequently, it seems, not just on social media. He's done the interview with Steve Bunce on BT. He seems to really be getting into his stride now with the publicity. What have you made of it, especially the interview on BT?
Well, it's great, isn't it? And it's great for the public to hear him, hear what he's got to say. I mean, you see a different side. He's not just some faceless guy who's showing up on the 23rd and opposite Tyson. He's got a big platform here for the public to listen to and see what they might like him. They might want him to beat time, but they see who the other guy is and what his dreams are and where he's come from. He gets the Dillian Whyte story across. It's really important for him moving forward. So I'm pleased that he's actually he's participating there in what we're doing.
Has Tyson at any point during this process been at all distracted or nervous because of Dillian Whyte's absence from the events?
I'll tell you what, he's the coolest cat I know, by far. Doesn't bother him. He's trained. He said it's the best training camp he's ever had. His dad was telling me he's in the best shape. I spoke to him for quite a while yesterday. He sounded brilliant. So it's all good. It's all brilliant, and he's really up for it. And for him to say it's the best training camp and he's in the best place he's ever been, look at his previous performances. You're going to see something special on the night.
Now you've got a cold. Your co-promoter, Bob Arum, we wish him the very best, but he's got COVID at the moment, so he's not now coming over for the fight. There's been a little bit of speculation that maybe you guys have fallen out. Can you put that to rest?
No, there's no fallout. It's just that some comments were made and some things were said which did not reflect where I was at or in fact anything. A couple of them were not true, so I had to put it right yesterday, which I did.
And that's regarding Daniel Kinahan, I believe. There were certain things that Top Rank were involved in, it seems, that you weren't aware of. Anything more to say on that?
No, I've said what I've had to say. The fact is I was unaware of that, and it only came to light recently, and that's their business. It's not my business.
And presumably you'd want nothing to do with this particular person or his involvement in boxing.
He has nothing to do with his show. Never has done. No one leaned on me. He never leaned on me. He never tried to muscle himself into this promotion. That did not happen. That just did not happen.
Getting back to more positive things, Tyson Fury, if this goes well and he wins on Saturday night, is this the fight that will define his career? Not so much quality of opposition-wise, but the spectacle of the event and the size of it.
I think so at the moment. I mean, this is like the biggest fight that we can make, that has been made, is the biggest fight out there. So it does, and 94,000 people coming out, they think so. It's a big homecoming. The British public have taken him now to their heart. He's a hero. He's an absolute hero, and I'm delighted that he's had, the public have responded to him, and I'm expecting something really special on the night, and fingers crossed it will be.
And you predicted 1.5 million pay-per-view buys on BT Sport box office in the UK. Having seen the reception for the fight, how many people have turned up for this workout, are you willing to go any further than that now?
No, listen, I'll be delighted if we do that. I mean, everybody will be delighted. If anything over and above that, it'll be a massive bonus.
And just tell us a little bit about the undercard. We know who's on it, of course, but just tell us what you're most looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to the two title fights on the undercard. I'm looking forward to Aman, the fighting Irishman Kakachi. I'm looking forward to his fight. He's got a very tough fight, and I'm looking forward, obviously, to the fight with Isaac Lowe, who's Tyson's best mate. So I'm in the opposite corner because Nick's in the corner. That's a cracking little fight. That's going to be a little bit of a war, I think. And I've got all these good youngsters on there as well. We're going to get some great exposure.
And just finally, before I let you go, event of this magnitudes aren't any stranger to yourself, but where does this rank among the biggest nights of your promotional career?
That's the biggest one. Yeah, because of the attendance. You know, Don King and I did Frank Bruno, Mike Tyson many years ago in Vegas. I've had Frank Bruno in Wembley, but this is 94,000 people buying, and they're people who are playing. You know, Don done a big show years ago with Chavez in the States. There was 120,000 people there, but a lot of them were non-players. They gave a lot of stuff away for them to see up there, stand on the hills or whatever it was. But this is the biggest boxing event to ever take place in Europe by far.
Brilliant. Frank Warren, hope it all goes brilliant on Saturday. Looking forward to it.